Circle dönüyor.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Data Science Earth Academy. I am Cemile Yıldız Çakar, trainer responsible, and today our guest, Özhan Gülal. Welcome to our broadcast. He will tell us about from idea to product software development lifecycle. Hi, Özhan. How are you? Welcome to our broadcast.
Thank you, Cemile, for your invite. I'm Asangulal, and today we are going to talking about from idea to product software development lifecycle. And right now, I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. At the same time, I'm a Microsoft certified solution developer, and also I'm working in Veri Park as a software technology trainer and software developer. I can describe myself like that. That's it.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. And I leave you with the presentation. Take it away. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, hello everyone again. Today, as we said before, from idea to product, software development lifecycle, and we are gonna inspect 9 different rules: value flow, fuzzy front end, create an idea, examination, evaluation, elimination of the idea, definition of concept and planning, business analysis, development, test environment, and the last one, maintenance. We're gonna start with value flow. As you know, every time you had an idea, okay, especially in the new world order, a continuous renewal is required for business to survive, increase their economic success and competitiveness. The end user can benefit from developing a new product or making an existing product in a way to according to specific category in the marketing area. Value flow meaning is you had an idea, okay? Until the release product, the interval is value flow from beginning to end, okay? Every stage of product from your concept or idea doesn't matter to its release your product or value flow management. The success of this process must be followed and continuously improved. When you end of your product, does not mean your end of your story. Actually, beginning everything. Okay, and the second one is fuzzy front end. Fuzzy front end. This is kind of initial phase or stage. Early stage issues pre-product development are considered a messy startup period. At the beginning of the product development process, there are many messy activities to produce plans and designs. Fuzzy front-end can be defined as trying to synthesize and clarify your opportunities in this uncertain and complex period. Everywhere inside of head, different idea, different way, different technology, different product behavioral, or something like that. But the step by step, day by day, your idea more structural. As we said before, all plans, concepts, and pre-technical feasibility during the fuzzy front-end period are not yet structured, but the day by day looking more logical. But start with everything, you have to create an idea, but a little bit, not a, I can say, how can I say, you have to ask kind of a little bit, actually everyone. You have an idea, and also everything starts with only an idea. This idea cannot include developing a new product, does not exist or exist, maybe creating new innovations. But a little bit, it will be useful to inquire about marketing analysis, user or expert opinions, research technological developments, and competitive environment in order to provide orientation in finding ideas. Okay, you had an idea. I'm totally agree with you. But is it useful or not? The other people need your idea or not? We have to make sure. Uh, and also, you must study Tazen's time, strength, weakness, opportunities, and the threats. For example, uh, everyone knows Snapchat, right? Snapchat is a kind of mobile application. You are sharing stories or something like that. But the Instagram added the classical Instagram, the new story feature, and they kill the Snapchat, right? You have to be careful about threats. Another example, Nokia. Nokia is the mobile phone, giant mobile phone company, maybe 10 or 15 years ago. But now, no one using Nokia mobile phone. Everyone using Apple, Samsung, or another smartphones. Uh, because of this, you can do everything, right? But if you are forget your threats, uh, you're in trouble. I'm seriously, you're in trouble. Especially, you have to careful a lot of times your threats. Okay, the most important step, I think, examination, evaluation, elimination of your idea. Okay, uh, because almost all ideas should be filtered at this stage. After a lots of complex process, we have a lot of fuzzy ideas gathered, collected a lot of unnecessary something. But you have to filter it. And if your idea good or not, you have to decide it at that moment. You're going, you're continue, or not. Especially this step, the most important step for investors, because maybe you are getting money investor, or maybe you are getting angel investor some money. The most important step is here, because maybe you can earn a lot of investor, at the same time you can lose it. You have to uh, carefully, especially this step, uh, because of earning money, losing investor, earning another investor, or something like that. Everything is looking good, everything is fine, but you have the definition of concept. You have to define it. Okay, you have an idea, but can the product be produced? Is it possible or impossible something? Um, I don't think so. If there's someone come to here and, hey guys, I'm creating the time machine or something like that. This a little bit uh, sounds like a crazy, a little bit utopical. But if you are, if you had an idea more logical, uh, it can be here a little bit more logical. Okay, and you decided with your team continue to develop this project. At that moment, you have to ask some questions for yourself and your team members. If the all answers of of those questions positive, you can continue with next stage. You can see the questions at the presentation page. Can the product be produced? Can the design of idea be realized technically? Do we have a rival firm? Rival is kind of enemy firm, and uh, a few presentation page ago, we talked about the threats, and I think rival firm seriously important. But at the same time, this idea can be realized technically. Maybe idea technically can convert to product, but if we can or not, you have to ask yourself. You have to ask your team members. Uh, if it's okay for 3 questions, everything is good. You can go on. Yeah, you don't have to stop. Yeah, please develop your idea. Please convert to real something. Okay, uh, but sometimes you can leave a little bit problem. At the same time, your business analysts can help you. What they are doing, business analysts, scenario software modeling, They can create use case diagram. They can create proof of concepts with software architectures, with software developers, and also they can create mockups. And the end of the all phase, they can create business requirement documents. And also you can see the software requirement documents, or also you can see the product requirement documents or something like that. But what about scenario and software modeling? You have an idea or not, but every time request coming from customer or you have a good idea, doesn't matter. When you talk your idea or request, you have to create your own software development model, your own business model. Of course, you have to find your team members, your company management, uh, and your project, the most important step. Is it okay for your project? Everything is good. If you created your software modeling, next step must be use case diagram. After business analysts create a use case diagram, uh, thanks to use case diagram, you can create your software functionality. Which part is needed for what exactly? You can find your answers of these questions inside of use case diagram. You're writing code, you are looking at some problem, and go to the use case diagram, check it everything, come back to your project, and the coding going like that. Okay, that's it. You have a use case diagram, but you need a proof of concepts. What about proof of concepts? Proof of concepts. What are you gonna use technology? Which step? Uh, which technology? How can you solve this problem using these technologies? And maybe you can decide your technologies, but your team members know this technology or not. And also, uh, for example, maybe you don't know technology which you are using. If you had enough time to learn, everything is okay. But if you don't, you can change your technology. You have to change your technology. When you change clearly, everything's gonna be okay. After the proof of concepts, you're gonna use mockups. And you can see it on the presentation page, some easy and basic mockups example display. Mockups are actually, we can say, uh, fake display design. We had an idea, especially this step, seriously important for the front-end developers, and because they are designing the this display, and also display must be user friendly, and our customer have to like that. Because of this, mockups are a little bit important than the other stage. You are creating like that, and the front-end developer get an idea for these mockups, and they are designing the display or screen. When we total the all stage, there is a business requirement documents. BRD actually stands, as we said before, business requirement documents. You can hear for you can find for this document as a different names, kind of product requirement document, software requirement documents, and this document summary of everything. But of course, kind of step by step. Every project or product must have this document. Maybe you are a developer, leave your job, or maybe you can transfer to another project. And I can see that thousands time in different companies. You are working some project, but there is a cutting the budget. You are getting off there and transfer to another team project, and you all have to a little bit adaptation problem. You have everyone living it, and if you had a good documentation, if you had a good business requirement documents, this adaptation time a little bit uh, a little bit size little, okay, uh, because of this business requirement documents seriously important. After all documentation is everything okay, next step, development. Development is, I think, three different parts. And give me a sec, please. There is a problem on my screen. Okay, looking everything good. Okay, it's solved. Oops, sorry. Okay. Development process are three different steps: estimation, tickets, and coding. Uh, estimation is before start writing code, you have to give an estimation time as a developer for every task. For example, you are creating a login window, login display screen, and also you're gonna writing a login functionality code. Uh, for example, I am giving a 5 hours for display screen. Okay. At the same time, 5 hours writing a login logic functionality. Totally 10 hours. That was good. And one day shift 8 hours, 2 hours transferring to next day. The business analyst create a sprint. And what is sprint? Sprint meaning for one developer, total ticket hour for 2 weeks or for 4 weeks. And as we assume, we can say that for 2 weeks, total hours usually equal 70 or 80 hours and meaning for 2 weeks. But it depends for your company. It depends your project. It depends your customer. It depends your kind of, how can I say, management. At this stage, every company has a different process, but at the same time, similar to each other. Please don't forget it. Every time 20% of every sprint, this is a testing process. For example, 80 hours, you had a development time. It must be 20% of 80 equal to 16. Totally, you needed 96 hours deliver to customer. This estimation working like that. And also, business analyst can create a tickets for every task. You can check the tickets day by day. It's kind of inside of some project management system. For example, we are using Jira. To do, in progress, done. You can see the uncompleted tickets column of to do. You can decide it, what you're gonna do, what you want to work on it. Then the drop and drag inside of the in progress side, and time ticking right now. If you had this ticket estimation point 3 and the 3 hours started, and when you complete it in 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours or something like that, then drag the completed column. Okay, tickets are working like that. When you get the ticket, after you are starting a coding, writing a code, there is a lot of methodology writing a code. For example, we are using a special framework in Veripark, but in my old company, we are not using a framework. We are using only kind of coding methodology. For example, kind of architecture, entire design, onion design, or something like that. After the coding, we had a next stage, test an environment. Test an environment for different subtitles: development environment, quality assurance environment, staging environment, and production. Development environment meaning you are using on your local machine. Okay, you're writing code. That's a little bit relaxed environment because this is your machine, this is local. When you had a mistake, there's no problem. You can get back your code, using with Control Z or something like that. Or you're using side of the Team Foundation server, right click and undo everything. That's okay because this is your local machine. But after you're completed your task, you have to push your code to QA environment. QA environment, you can see on the presentation page, stands for quality assurance environment. And the meaning, you, your tester, your quality assurance personnel, together testing your work, your project, your module, or something like that. If it's okay for everyone, next stage, staging. Staging environment kind of, we can say the another name, user acceptance test. Inside of the staging environment, at this time, your tester, your quality assurance employee, and your customer. Three of them testing together. If it's okay for everyone, especially our customer, then push your code to send to production. If it's okay inside of the production, then everybody can use it. It's okay for everyone. Okay, uh, but not the ends right now. And the software development life cycle, you can never see the end of the this development life cycle. Every time you are using a problem, or every time coming to customer new idea, sometimes you can realize the kind of defects. Um, I can count a lot of items inside of only one title. It should be maintenance. There is a 4 different seriously defect inside of maintenance title. Functional defects, performance defects, usability, and compatibility. And we're gonna title by title inspect all of them. First one is functional defects. Functional defects are the errors identified in case the behavior or software is not compliant with the functional requirements. For example, I want to give some example I loved before. We had a kind of search engine in a small e-commerce project, but it didn't work. Actually, when we checked the code screen, there is no error. When we check the inspect on-site the website, there is no error. There is a kind of functional defects, but the real problem was you are writing some keywords, kind of input text box. For example, inside of your e-commerce, and you're writing uh, basketball shoes, but we are getting a keyword, but inside of database we are searching with ID, not a name. There's a functional error, and we change the logic, and everything's gonna be okay at that moment. Okay, performance defects. Performance defects are those ones software speed stability, response time, resource consumption, and are kind of discovered during performance testing. And I wanna share kind of interesting knowledge. For example, everyone knows it there, knows it that loading circle, when we waiting the kind of website, sending some message, all time you can see the loading circle. And the meaning of loading circle, 15 seconds. Every end user, maximum waiting time, 15 seconds. Could you believe that? But the maybe 30 seconds, your code working like that inside of 30 seconds, but it doesn't work. And the end user not giving you a chance for your program. You have to smaller your waiting response time a little bit smaller. Actually, not a little bit, seriously smaller must be. Then we are gonna talking about usability defects. Usability defects, usually end user think about a lot of things about the usability defects. You can see it on the presentation page. Usability defects make an application inconvenient to use and thus hamper a user's experience with a software. You are dragging some buttons, inputs, left menu, right menu, content, seriously different layouts or something like that. But a content layout that is difficult to scan or navigate and the overlay complex sign-up procedure are the examples of usability defects. You are uh, kind of only navigate somewhere, but when you click, the every display changing, and some web browsers behavioral seriously different. What kind of different? You design some web page and you can see the Chrome showing the end user different, Safari showing the different, Internet Explorer probably they're not gonna show anything, and also maybe Firefox showing a different. Every browser behavioral a little bit different. You have to solve it. At that stage, you can use the web content accessibility guidelines during usability testing, and they are presenting to us what is the popular navigate way, what is the popular website design, or something like that. What about next one? Compatibility defects. Uh, this is a seriously hard defect. Uh, you are creating an application in your local machine, in your server, and you're not leaving any problem. But when you deliver the customer, uh, you can see the performance problem because of their hardware. You can see some display problem because of their operating systems and browsers. Maybe their devices hardware capacity not enough for your application. When you integrate it with a certain software or operating under certain network configurations, you have to do it. I want to share my memories. 5 or 6 years ago, we completed a good web application, uh, a little bit company management web application, and uh, we are trying to uh, getting shiny to our customer. We are trying to a little bit giving a good product for them. Because of this, every stage of this project, we used the best software technology, every step. The last version of JavaScript, last version of MVC, seriously good server system, seriously speed, everything is looking good. We are testing and we were happy. Then we deliver the customer. Meantime, I want to say something. Our customer from Pakistan, we delivered to them and nothing working, nothing. Only a single button didn't work. And we have to ask them, we have been to ask them, what is your browser? And they said that to us, Internet Explorer 6. Their government given a permission only they are using Internet Explorer 6 web browser. They cannot use the different browser version. Because of this, our all labor gone to the garbage. But then we changed our technology. We have to use a little bit old technology. Then everything is gonna be okay. We deliver to them. Okay, right now, security defects. Security defects kind of are weaknesses allowing for potential security attack. Maybe you don't know, but the most frequent security defects in projects, usually we perform security testing for our encryption errors, susceptibility to SQL injections. I loved a lot of problem about SQL injections. And also XSS stands for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. Buffer overflows, I'm sorry. Weak authentication in kind of role-based access. And also DOS, DDoS. DOS stands for denial of service, DDoS distributed denial of service. And we have a lot of problem. Because of this, you have to care your security defects every time, especially if you are working a big project, for example, inside of in a second request time, 1,000 requests or something like that. And you have to be careful inside of your security defects or something like that. That's it. Uh, and the next ones are questions at that moment. I'm gonna checking my screen. Uh, is there questions for me? I'm waiting. I'm checking at that. There's no question. Is everything okay with you? I wanna wait a little bit more. If you don't have any questions, probably we're gonna finish up, I think. Someone said thank you. Thank you very much. That was good. Cemil asked the question, but a little bit in to Turkish. So funny one. Actually, I want to translate this. When you're out of your estimation time, what happened? Actually, I can say like that. For example, you are working on some tickets, some module, and you estimated the 3 hours. Uh, you estimated 3 hours, but when you complete it in 5 hours, uh, that's okay. But if you complete it for 3 hours, 8 hours, 13 hours, or something like that, you have to you have to explain your reason to your management team. Actually, that's gonna be okay, but probably this estimation time uh, uh, because of your estimation time, you can late delivery to your customer, and you can live a little bit problem with your customer, but no big deal. Another question came from Chara. Thank you, Chara. Which project management tool would you recommend to us, Jira or Trello? Actually, I used both of them, but in my company right now, we are using our project management tool. We are using iLoop. We wrote it in C# and ASP.NET MVC. I recommend to Jira right now. I think Jira is better. Trello a little bit messy, a little bit mixed up my brain. Cemile said, "Thank you, Sam." Thank you. I can say thank you. You're welcome. Do you have another questions, guys? I am waiting. Charlie said thank you. You're welcome. Okay, right now I'm gonna end this session. Thank you for everyone joining to tonight in this presentation. Okay, that's it. If you wanna contact with me, you can see my communications information on the presentation page. You can reach me osangulal.com or linkedin.com/osangulal. You can find me there. That's it. Do we have another questions? I'm checking. No, there is no questions. That was good. Okay. Thanks for everything to join us today. Have a good day for everyone. See you.